Hello, welcome back to the woods, and welcome back to a short video about several things. Now, I'm just out getting my little bit of woods time. Come out to grab a quick brew, and I thought I'd also share a few bits and pieces with you. Now, the first of those things is, well, you've just seen it in use, and it was something that I was sent through from blades.co.uk, and it's this, and this is, it's a little neck knife, and it's called the Cudeman Yoda, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this little knife first. So first up, we'll go through the actual specs. So the overall length of the blade is 4.64 inches. It's got a 2.3 inch blade. The blade is made from N695 steel, which is very, very corrosion resistant, and the handle is made from micarta with little tiny red liners. It comes in a choice of sheaths. Now this is the Kydex. The Kydex really needs no introduction, but for a lot of environments Kydex makes a lot of sense. It stays nice and firm and rigid. You get that click as it goes back in, so it's held nice and secure. It's not affected by moisture, unlike leather. This particular one, well, it seems pretty well made, and it comes with a little neck cord so you can wear it around your neck. Obviously also with Kydex, it means you can wear it in that position, so it's easy to take out. With the leather ones, which it does come, you can also get a model with a leather sheath. It has a little pop stud across it, so that you can click the pop stud and slide it out. But I actually think I don't mind the Kydex on a knife of this size and style. Now the other thing with something of this size is it's quite a weight saving. Bearing in mind it comes with a Kydex sheath, it's a pretty good thickness of steel, and it's a quality steel, and the handle is again good quality, and all in all it feels quite solid. It still comes in at less than 70 grams, so you barely know that you're actually carrying it. So in use, well, for a knife of this size, it's pretty useful. As I said, you're not going to be carving spoons with it, but as you saw, it will shave up a feather stick, it will carve notches, it will harvest plants along the trail. So for a lot of the stuff that we do just out on a day like today, or even on a lightweight overnight, this will do. It's also super convenient, because this literally hangs around your neck where you need it, and when you need it, it draws out like that. So actually it's not bad. It has its limitations. Yeah, the blade is short, also that handle is short. When you're holding it, you've probably only got a couple of fingers wrapped around it, because that's all the space there is. Now that does tend to be the case with nearly all of these micro neck knives. What I have noticed with this is this is the first knife that I've used from this particular company, Cudeman, a Spanish company, and the first thing that struck me with this is the actual quality of how it is put together. Everything, the fit and finish, is really good. It's got a very, and you can probably see it on there, a very heavy secondary bevel. Not so good, but it does make that edge very robust. I think with time I probably would take this down to a zero Scandi grind, which would make it even more useful in this wooded environment. everything else on it is really, really nicely put together. There's no gaps, everything's straight, everything's even all over it. The grind is nice and even. The edges that are supposed to be squared are squared. Not too sure about the little thumb ramp on the back, but apart from that, I don't quite like it. I think it's a really nice little bit of kit. And I know what you're going to be asking, cost. They're not that cheap. £49. Yeah, they are quite expensive, bearing in mind what else you could get for that, more knife, etc. But if you're in the market for a small knife that's strong, durable, comes with a half decent sheath, that the quality, fit and finish, the steel, the handle material, everything is good, then actually £49 isn't that bad. And I watched somebody else, Jim Bob's Adventures, and he was doing a review of a Cudeman knife. And one of the things he said was he was really impressed by the overall quality of it. And so am I. I think the quality of these is very good, and I'd be interested to look at some of their other knives. They kind of look, the way they're made, the fit and finish, like possibly they make knives for other people whose knives I've seen and used. Yeah, it's not a bad little thing, and it's quite tactile, and I quite like it. Go and check them out. I'll put a link in the description box down below for the page on blades.co.uk where they've got these listed. But yeah, go over, have a look. It's not a bad little item. So as I said, this is just a quick video, to talk about the little Cudeman Yoda, but also just to go through a few things that I've got coming up, both on the channel and also in the shop. On the channel, as I alluded to earlier on, I am going to do a little bit of stuff on going a little bit more lightweight and a little bit on rewilding. I think it's something that's really, really important. Certainly with my students and stuff, I see the massive benefits of spending time out here on them, and I think that is something that is just incredible, and I think there should be a lot more time and a lot more money ploughed into getting people out here to experience the benefits of it. We're seeing the product of people not spending time out here, this being in a bit of an alien environment, and frankly, yeah, at the sharp end it ain't looking good. So that's something that I'm going to be looking at. Something else that I want to look at, I've got a few videos coming up which are going to be reviews. One of them is on flashlights, torches, and in particular EDC torches, because it's, yeah, I didn't realise it was quite such a big thing, the whole EDC torches and flashlights market. And I've used quite a few over the years. You've seen some of them on here. There's also some other ones that you haven't seen. Indeed, I found one the other day which I hadn't taken out of the bag since, blimey, about 1998, 99, and it was all in the bag, packed, good to go. The batteries were in it, albeit reversed, but they were, and I shook them out, flipped them up the other way, popped the batteries in, hit the switch, and I was expecting nothing to happen, but it did. So yeah, tune in for that video. If you're in the market for an EDC flashlight, I'm going to look at a whole range of different ones that I've used, the pros and cons, just so that if you're looking for one, you can make a slightly more informed choice. Something else I want to talk about is the shop and stuff I've got coming up in the shop. So to start off, we'll have a look at some of the stuff that's in there currently. We have my fire starter pouches on a neck cord, so you can keep them in the top of your rucksack. When it comes to time to take it out, so you can get your fire going, you've got all the stuff you need, all your usual fire lighting gear. You just put it in here. You hang this around your neck, you open it up, and it can be opened with one hand and a tooth, so you can pull that out. So if you know, one hand is busy holding a twig bundle and you need to get to your lighter that's in here, it's no problem. It's also designed so the top rolls over, so it just helps with that weatherproof seal. It's easy just to swipe it down, and if it is lashing with rain, you can just quickly swipe it down and shut the weather out of your important fire lighting gear. Obviously, it can't only be used for fire lighting gear. You can put anything you like in it. It can also be used as a marker for out in the woods, because as you can see, this lovely orange colour stands out really well in this very green environment. So if you wander away from your camp and you want to put up some sort of marker, or if you've found something out in the woods that you want to go back to visit, you can use this as a marker to help you find it, because it stands out so well out here. Something else we've also got in the shop is, of course, cuts kits, and this is my little cuts kits pouch. It should be something that everyone who carries a knife should have in their pocket, because it is an essential bit of kit that keeps just those few bits and pieces that will sort 90% of emergencies out. You can keep it all in this little pouch, and this one is designed again, if you need to use it one-handed. It's got these grab tabs on the bottom, it's secured with Velcro, and inside you've got clear pockets so you can see where your stuff is, so you can get to it quickly if you need to. Next couple of items, well, one is this. It's my jewel pouch. I put a load of these up a couple of weeks ago. They sold out very quick. I've got a few more which I'm going to put up in next week, so keep your eyes open for those. Those are designed to hold a ferro rod, something a bit larger than your standard penknife, so it will take stuff like the Victorinox, the slightly bigger ones, but it will also take a Leatherman Wave sized multi-tool, and it will take flashlights a bit like the Olight Baton 2, that sort of size. That seems to be a fairly common size. And then finally, also over there, these, my little Greencraft patches. These are the nice Velcro ones, so that you can put these onto anything you needed. So yeah, if you're in the market for one of these patches, or you want to show your support for the channel, pop over and get yourself one of those. Now, another big announcement. These, the Greencraft t-shirt, are going to be in the shop in the next week or so. I've done up the Etsy page. It's all ready. I am just waiting for the delivery of the t-shirts, which should be here any day now, and then we're going to start putting them up for sale. They're pretty much done to order, so as you order them, we'll get them printed off and dispatched to you. We've tried to keep the cost as low as we can, and again, also with the sending it out, the cost of sending it, we've tried to keep that as low as we possibly can, and again, try to keep the quality good. So pop over to the shop. The link is in the description box down below, along with all my social media, etc. Now, also over there in the shop are these, and these are my little survival necklaces. You get your little pouch that you can carry a pocket knife in. It will take your standard Victorinox Swiss Army style knife. It will take something like an Opinel number 8 garden knife, but also on there you get a little special tab that you can mount a Sawinto clipper compass on. You'll also get these, which is a little squeeze light and one of these little whistles, which are tiny but incredibly loud. And then obviously you can mount those any other bits that you want on there too. On mine, I've got my lighter that's all pimped up with some tape, so I've always got emergency firelight and stuff, and I've also got a ferro rod on there. So pretty much everything I need, and it's just hangs around my neck. What could be simpler? So I think that's everything. If you enjoyed this video, then remember, hit that thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, then please like and subscribe to the channel. Keep your eyes open on the channel for new videos that are coming up, and I'll try and publish ones as often as I can. I think that's everything. I've been Neil, and until next time, stay safe in the woods.